Welcome back to Crypto Labs News. I hope you're all doing well, and welcome to today's update on XRP. We've got some important things to cover: the short-term price action, key support and resistance levels, and of course, the major news event happening later today that could move the entire crypto market. So, let's start with the charts. XRP's short-term price action has been a little more bearish than expected, but let me be clear, I don't see this as anything to panic about. Yes, there's been some selling pressure, but the volume behind it has been low. That tells us this isn't a heavy move driven by big money, more like temporary de-risking ahead of today's inflation data. At 12:30 UTC, we'll get the core PCE price index numbers, which are essentially inflation data. This is the main metric the Federal Reserve is focused on right now. If the data comes in lower than expected, that's bullish. If it comes in hotter, that's what the market is afraid of, and it could push crypto lower in the short term. That's why we're seeing some cautious selling right now. As for XRP, one of the support levels we highlighted was around 2.94. We saw a small bounce there, but it was weak, with low volume. After that, price rejected at the 7-day rolling VWAP. On the lower time frames, that shows us the technicals aren't very strong at the moment. We also tapped into a naked POC around 2.91, but again, the reaction wasn't impressive. So in the short term, I understand why XRP is sliding. The reality is, XRP and XLM have both been among the weaker coins in the last few hours. But here's the good news. Strong support still sits below us. The 90-day rolling VWAP is around 2.85, and even in a worst-case scenario, the 200 EMA at 2.77 should provide a strong floor. Those are the areas I'm watching for XRP to find support before making its next move. Now, if the inflation data later today is worse than expected, then yes, we could dip further into the 2.65 to 2.55 range. That's possible, but I don't think it's the most likely outcome. My base case is still that XRP holds support between 2.85 and 2.77, and then makes a move back up toward the 30-day rolling VWAP near 3.13. So that's the scenario I'm expecting for now. But I do want to be clear, at these current prices, XRP is not the strongest play in the market. Other coins, like Solana and Ethereum, are holding up much better in this de-risking phase. Even Bitcoin, which isn't looking great itself, is still performing stronger than XRP in the short term. That's it for today's breakdown. The key event is the 12:30 UTC inflation data. That's what the market is waiting for. I'll keep you updated on X, and if things get really interesting, I may even go live to cover it. Thanks for watching Crypto Labs News. If you have questions, join the Telegram or Discord groups. It's the best way to connect, since YouTube comments are still full of bots. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.